Hello and welcome. This is Dirnan playing Minecraft. This time it's once again Foolcraft 3 mod pack. I've been working a little bit on updating some of the paths around here and just adding in a few little flavor things. Mainly adding in pathways to these houses with coarse dirt and then using the path block to kind of wind away in between and around and plant some stuff in this little garden area and add a bunch of leaves. The leaves really just sort of made it all pop together. The leaves really break up the corners so it's not as harsh. Just add little bump outs here and there. And then in front of the tower here I started adding a few things. So I added this statue, just trying out different things. I needed it to be kind of small because I didn't want it to dominate and be huge and take away from the tower, but I did want it to be there so people could see it. After sleeping the night away, now it's light again, we can see. I also added in these silverwood trees. I planted 3 of them and just grew them, and this is how they grow. It's just sort of a big, tall thing. I'm also really glad that first 3 tries got 3 completely different heights. Unplanned, but I really like it. And I've added some path blocks and coarse dirt, and then the lamps that are turned on for lighting, and then added a little bench here. Just sort of a pathway, garden-y type thing right by the tower. Again, didn't want it to be a super tall thing, didn't want it to be covering the whole grassy area in front here, but did want it to be there. I do need to work on what needs to go here, as this pathway that kind of leads all the way from here. I threw down coarse dirt so that the grass wouldn't grow there, and then some reinforced dirt just to break that up. I'm not really sure if I want this to be all stone leading up to the tower, or grow flowers, or a pathway that is an actual path, but I'll leave that for another time. I also updated the entrance here to the stables, adding this little fence here with some bushes and then some white sand and white sandstone. Kind of goes with the siding of the building. But I'm not really enjoying the lack of contrast between the white sand and the sandstone and the... Thought I had some smooth sandstone here, but maybe not. Jumping to how someone might enter this village along this pathway leading from the fancy bridge. Passing by the market, going by these houses that look really nice now. Here's the stables that they can stop at if they're on a horse. More houses leading up to big reveal of the big tower. I might take this pillar with the light on it down and just put the lamp in the ground. I'm also thinking a fountain would go really well here. I just have to come up with a nice kind of low fountain that still is nice, but stops people from just cutting right through here, forcing them to kind of come see the statue and the tower and then move on their way. This is the other walking entrance from the docks. That seems to be the only way into this village, or the main way into the village. Come over this hill and you get to see the market with its different colored stall tops. You see the fancy bridge over there, There's the barn, windmill. Here's those houses we worked on a couple episodes ago. And then here's where you could unload goods. There's the tower. You see the trees here, sort of blocking that line of sight. And then there's a big tower. Just sort of the lead up into here. Standing on top of one of the silverwood trees now, can really see all the stuff that we've worked on the last several episodes. The houses, the path in between the houses, the stable, and this huge tower. I have lots of ideas about what should go in the village, and for this side, where I've laid out the stone, that was originally going to be the size of this castle keep first base storage area that I have here. But I think instead I'm going to take out these lapis chiseled blocks and make this a pathway that goes around, and then have a bunch of houses that just butt up into this. So it'll be just a lot of houses, I guess, that just dead end into this wall, and so they're not as tall as it, but they'll have another level so that you can be walking on this path and see the path that's up there that you need to walk this way to get to. So you'd walk up here, and then this wall will be gone, and you can walk through there, and this will all be raised up a little bit so it's at that level, and you can walk along with like a fence here, and then houses on this side of it, just to give a different elevation change for the village. So it's not just one big flat, everything is on Y68. I've updated the map that's in the center of town to include the changes that I've made in the last several episodes. So let's get the cursor back. Here's those silverwood trees that I added just this time, with the stables here and those houses that, even though they have a blue roof, the map tends to make it, now it just thinks it's a gray brick. But the roofs for the market stalls are all the different wool colors. So that's a really nice vibrant color over there. So this has been another short episode, just full of updating on the decorating I've been doing over the last couple of hours, working on trying to get the pathways done right, and then as you make the paths, it was just dirt under here, so I updated all of those spots with mossy stone bricks, so it kind of adds a little green there just to make it blend in a little bit better. I think that is a nice little touch. As the sun sets, I will sign off here. This has been Dirnan playing Minecraft.